Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Uttaram Yat Samudrasya Himadreschaiva Dakshinam Varsham Tad Bharatam Nama Bharati Yatra Santatihi. Welcome to all for the chapter 2 of Kedar Khanda in the Maheshwara Khanda of Skanda Purana. In the last chapter, we have seen how Daksha, with his Brahmanical rashness, got angry at not being respected by the Lord of the world, Shiva, and because of that reason, he cursed Shiva, excluding him from all the yagnas. And then he walked away. While Nandi was cursing him, Shiva enlightened Nandi, saying that for the mistake of one Brahmin, you should not curse all the other Brahmins who are good at reciting, not only reciting Veda, but digesting the content of Veda and enlightening the world with the content of it in order to take the world in a righteous path. Lomasha, the Sutta Muni, continued the story. Once a great sacrifice was commenced by Daksha. It was a great yagna commenced by Daksha. All were invited to be present there by the ascetic Daksha, who was initiated for this particular yagna. A number of sages, including Vasishta and others, came there. Agastya, Kashyapa, Atri, Vamadeva, Bhrigu, Dandika, Holy Lord Vyasa, Bharadwaja, and Gautama. These and many other great sages assembled there. Similarly, all the groups of suras means the gods and the guardians of the quarters and others, Vidyadharas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, and groups of celestial damsels came there. Brahma, the grandfather of world, was invited from Satyaloka. Similarly, Vishnu was invited from Vaikuntha to the place of Yagna. Devendra of great luster came along with Indrani. Similarly, the moon god came along with Rohini, and Varuna came in the company of his beloved. Kubera came there riding on his aerial chariot Pushpaka, wind god riding on his deer, fire god riding on his goat, and Nirarati riding on a ghost. All these came to the Yagna enclosure, means the Yagashala of the Brahmana. All of them were received and honored by the evil minded Daksha. Great and divine abodes of great value and good splendor was skillfully constructed by the noble souled Twastra or the Vishwakarma, who constructed the place of location for all the people who visited the yagna. The visitors occupied all those abodes according to their pleasure. Then the great yagna commenced in the holy spot Kankala. Today it is known as the place Kankala near Haridwara in the Uttarakhand of India, of Bharata. Ascetics beginning with Bhrigu were appointed as Ritviks by him. Then Daksha underwent due initiation. The solemn, auspicious ceremony was duly performed. Benedictory rites were completed by the Brahmanas for the sake of Daksha, accompanied by his wife, always surrounded by his friends. He shone remarkably thanks to his greatness. In the meantime, the Dichi spoke these words there. The Dichi said, these leading suras and the great sages and the guardians of the quarters have come to your yagna. Still, the yagna does not shine properly without the presence of noble souled Pinaka bearing Lord Shiva. Great learned men say that everything becomes auspicious and splendid through him, that primordial Purusha the bull banner, blue throated lord with matted hair is not seen here. Presided over and authorized by him. O Daksha, even inauspicious things become auspicious, but without the three-eyed Lord Shiva, very auspicious things become instantly bereft of their auspiciousness. Hence, he must be invited only by you immediately, taking Brahma, Vishnu, and the powerful Lord, Vishnu, the powerful Lord, and Shakta, the Indra. All of them should go there to where Lord Maheshwara is present. Bring him along with Dakshayini. Hurry up. Everything shall become extremely sanctified through that yogi Shambhu, by remembering whom and by uttering whose names merits become well accomplished. Hence, with all your efforts, the bull banner Lord must be brought here. On hearing these words of his, the evil minded Daksha said laughingly, derisively, indeed, the root cause of the Devas is not Shiva, it is Vishnu, in whom the eternal virtue of Dharma is present. In him, in the Vishnu, all the Vedas, Yagnas, and the different kinds of holy rites are established, and that Vishnu has already come here. Brahma, the grandfather of the worlds, has come from Satyaloka along with the Vedas, Upanishads, and various kinds of agamas which carry the treatises related to Yagna. Similarly, the king of Suras, the gods himself, has come along with the group of Suras. So also you, Sadichi, the sinless sages, have come. All those tranquil ones who are worthy of being present in a yajna have already come. All of you are conversant with the Vedas, Vedic expositions, and reality. All of you are steadfast in your holy rites and observances. Of what avail is Rudra to us in this matter? Of course, my daughter has been given to him by me, O Brahmana, but that was when I had been urged by Brahma. He is not a noble birth, O Brahmana, but Shiva is doomed, and he is always a favorite of the doomed. He is the sole lord of the goblins, ghosts, and the vampires. He is unfathomable. He esteems himself very much. He is deluded and stubborn. He is taciturn, jealous, malicious, and in his holy rite, he is utterly, in this particular holy rite of Yagna, he is utterly unworthy. Hence, indeed, he was not invited by me now. Hence, words like these should not be uttered by you again, O Brahmana. My great yajna should be made successful by all of you collectively. However, on hearing these words of his, Dadichi made the following statement. Dadichi said, great injustice has been done to all these excellent sages and devas of sanctified soul by not having the noble soul with them. A great ruin will soon befall all those who are present here. After saying thus, the Dhichi alone walked out in protest from the sacrificial enclosure of Daksha and hurriedly went to his hermitage. When the sage went out, Daksha said this laughingly. There, a heroic supporter and friend of Shiva named Dadichi has gone out. All those slow witted rogues whose minds are possessed by evil spirits, who are enamored by heretic doctrines, who are excluded from the Vedas, and those behavior or and acts are vicious should leave this holy site. That means all those who worship Shiva, he ordered them to leave that Yagna shala. You are all devoted to Vedic doctrines, having Vishnu as our great leader. O Brahmanas, make my yajna fruitful now. Then all of them, along with the sages, performed the worship of the Lord. In the meantime, there on the mountain Gandhamadana, great goddess Dakshayini was engaged in various kinds of sports. She was surrounded by her female friends. Sometimes she played beneath in the Haragraha, the chamber fitted with the fountains and the water jets. Sometimes she moved about in an aerial chariot. Sometimes she stood in the middle of the aerial chariot and indulged in thousands of sports with balls, etc. While engaged in playing the games, the great goddess Sati saw the moon god going to the place of sacrifice, to the place of Yagna, along with Rohini. He said to her maid Vijaya, "Where is Chandra going now? Oh Vijaya, go and inquire immediately." On being thus instructed by Dakshayani, Vijaya, the gentle lady Vijaya, asked Chandra suitably everything about the Daksha sacrifice and other things were told by him. On hearing it, the gentle lady Vijaya became agitated. Hurriedly, she went to Sati and told her everything exactly as it was said by the moon god. The goddess began to ponder over the reason thus. Why does he means that Daksha had not invited us? Daksha is my father. Why has my mother forgotten me now? I shall ask Shankara now about the reason related to this. After deciding thus, she asked the friends to stay there and approached Shankara. She saw the three-eyed Lord in the center of the assembly station there in an extremely wonderful seat and surrounded by all his ganas or the attendants, beginning with Chanda and Munda, Bana, Bringi, Nandi of great power of penance, the son of Shilada, the Nandi is the son of Shilada, Mahakala, Mahachanda, Mahamunda, Mahashira, Dhumraksha, Dhumraketu, Dhumrapada, these and many other ganas, the followers of Rudra, were present there. Some were hideous and terrifying, others were mere headless trunks. Some had no eyes, others were devoid of chests. There were hundreds like these. All of them had elephant hides for their clothes. Clusters of matted hair were their ornaments. All were adorned with Rudraksha beads. They were devoid of attachment. They had conquered their sense organs. They were antagonistic to objects of sensual pleasure. Shankara, the benefactor of the world, was seen by her surrounded by all these. Bewildered in her mind, Dakshayini suddenly went to Shiva's presence. The beloved wife was placed on his lap by Shiva, who was pleased. She was addressed by with loving words with due respect. O lady of excellent waistline, what is the purpose of your arrival? Tell me quickly. On being spoken thus by him, the dark eyed lady said, mean the Sati told to Lord Shiva, O Lord, O Lord of the chiefs of Devas, how is it that going to the great yajna of my father is not approved of by you? Tell me everything. This is the duty of friends, O Mahadeva. As a friend, they regularly associate with their friends, thereby increasing the pleasure and love of their friends. Hence, make all efforts to be present there. Oh, go there even if you have not been invited. Go to the sacrificial, the Yagnashala of my father today at my request, O Sadashiva. On hearing her words, Shiva spoke these kind and sincere words. O gentle lady, you must not go to the Yagnashala of Daksha. All those persons who honor Daksha, including the Suras, Asuras, and Kinnaras, have undoubtedly gone to the Yagnashala of your father. O lady of fine eyebrows, those who go to others' mansions without being invited will always met with insult, which is more painful than death. Even if the person is an Indra, who, if he goes to the abode of others, meet with contempt and disrespect if the person is not invited. Hence, O splendid lady, you must not go to the Daksha's Yagashala. On being told thus by the noble souled Shiva, Sati, the most excellent one among those who are conversant with modes of expression, spoke these words full of anger. Yes, it is true that you are the real Yagna in this world, O most excellent Lord of Devas. How is it that you have not been invited by my father of evil conduct today? Hence, I wish to know thoroughly the attitude of that evil minded one. Hence, I shall go to the sacrificial enclosure, the Yagashala of my father today itself. Grant me permission, O my Lord, O Lord of the universe, Lord of all the Devas. On being told thus by that goddess, Lord Shiva himself, who has the knowledge and vision of everything, the Lord who is the sanctifier of all living beings, the Lord of Devas, Mahesha, the bestower of all siddhis, said to her, "Oh, gentle lady, okay, you may go to that holy rites at my instance, riding on this Nandi and accompanied by various kinds of ganas. At the bidding of Shiva, 60,000 of the terrifying Ganas went along with her. Surrounded by those Ganas, the goddess went to the abode of her father. Observing the entire army, Mahadeva became excessively surprised. Mahadeva, the unperturbed torturer of enemies, sent very valuable ornaments to her through his attendants. He sent them immediately after her, pondering over the departure of the goddess to her father's abode. Lord Mahesha exclaimed, on being insulted by her father, Sati, the daughter of Daksha, will never come back to her city again. Thus complete the chapter 2 of Kedar Khanda of the Maheshwara Khanda of Skanda Purana. In this chapter, we have seen Daksha deliberately organized an yagna, invited all the suras, asuras, rishi, munis, everybody, excluding Shiva and his wife Dakshayini, who happens to be his own daughter, with a deliberate intention to insult both of them. However, when this knowledge was known to Dakshayini, when Dakshayini came to know about it, she insisted with Shiva to find the reason for why Daksha had not invited them. And in order to know about it, she decided to go and attend the Yagashala of Daksha. Of course, at the end, Shiva permitted her and sent her with a due respect, though Shiva knew that she will never going to come back. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.